Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, your master puppets today, joined by
Mr. Just Michael.
yes, my baldy friend. No, we're good friends.
Yeah, we're good friends. No, we're good friends.
We're checking out some beer, more beer today, and this is going to be the first beer you ever tried from Private Press, right?
This is also my first beer from Private Press.
No, it's not my first. I've had one from them.
Okay.
I had the first batch of Rings of Splendor.
Ring of Fire.
Yeah. So they are from the U.S. They're from California, and
Santa Cruz.
They are getting very well known for barrel-aged beers. And we got this one on Beer Dome, so thanks to Beer Dome for the beer. They have had a huge selection of beers from these guys, which is crazy. And they are a very renowned brewery, so yeah, it's the first time we really see them in Europe. So we're lucky, and we can try them. So this is a bottle of A Silent Pursuit, and I think this was the one we should review first. There's actually also a batch of Rings of Splendor, which I think is the batch I tried a couple of years ago when I went to Belgium the first time with Nana. We met some Americans, and one of them had a membership with Private Press, and he had a bottle he shared with us, so that's why I tried it. So, yeah, Silent Pursuit here. I thought we should try this first because
love the design.
Yeah, it's a bit 80s, isn't it? Or 70s?
70s, 60s perhaps. Also the logo. I like it. It's very artsy-fartsy.
Yeah. But this is a blend of barrel-aged Munich wine ales. And this is something they're quite known for. They make what they call Munich wines, which is barley wine type beer, but they use mainly Munich malts.
And let me guess, they blend them.
Yes.
Wow.
So I thought that would be a good thing to start with, because that's what they're known for, barrel-aged beer in general, but very known for making these Munich wines. So this will be interesting to see how it is. And Munich malt is very common in lager brewing, especially in German lagers. Gives that intense breadiness. So using that in a barley wine, I think would make sense.
Is it a banana?
No, no banana here. No items. Banana. So let's check it out. And also, this is for Barley Wember. So you're not going to see this until in a long time. But happy Barley Wember. Hope you are going to enjoy this month of barley wine on the channel. And check out some barley wine. So yeah,
of course.
It's brown.
It's brown.
I was about to say
and
that.
I've heard they boil it for so long it gets as thin as water.
You couldn't even say it. You couldn't even say it. I made a mad joke earlier where I said, like, if you boil a beer for long enough, it will get as thin as water. And
you
started the joke.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about putting in, the more hops you put in, the less bitter it gets.
Yeah.
And we talked about, let's just start saying these things in videos.
Yeah, let's talk shit.
Now it's ruined.
Let's see if anybody notices.
No one does. But it's brown.
Listens. Yeah, it is brown. It looks like a dark barley wine.
Yeah.
Or a very light stout.
Yes. Light tan head. Let's check out the aroma.
Oh.
Ooh, very butterscotchy to me. Mælkebolcher.
Yeah.
Werther's Original. You can definitely smell that there's a lightness to this compared to a lot of other barley wines. And it doesn't have that like thick, gloopy.
No, it's not. It doesn't. It smells not so sweet.
There's almost notes here that reminds me a bit of Doppelbock.
Let's see how it tastes. This is weird.
But I think that's because of the Munich malt. It's like this really intense bready thing as well.
Yeah.
And caramel and toffee. There's also raisins and stuff like that.
It's not in your face with flavor.
No. The barrel is there, and I think it's like a nice undercurrent of like bourbony notes to me. It smells good. It smells almost like a barrel-aged hybrid between a Doppelbock and a barley wine.
Yeah. Let's see if we're there.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks to Beer Dome for the beer. Ooh. Lots of barrel.
Lots of bread.
Lots of bread and caramel toffee.
Bitterness.
Yeah, a little bit of bitterness. Spice.
Yeah.
Almost like noble hops.
Yeah, rye spice.
Yeah, rye spice, but I'm also getting a flavor that reminds me of like German hops. Like, maybe it's like an attempt at making a German barley wine. But it's a whole different ballgame than what we just had.
Yeah.
Like, it's much more like carbonated, it's much more barrel forward, it's also thinner.
How strong is it?
Oh, it's one of these that doesn't. 15.6% alcohol.
Yeah, you can taste that.
Yeah, it's definitely warming. That's really interesting. It really tastes like kind of like a hybrid between a lager and a barley wine, like a doppelbock or something like that. Like honey notes too.
Yeah, a lot of honey notes.
None of that milk
Heather
bullshit. Yeah. Maybe not Werther's originals, but like these dark milk bullshit you can get in
Yeah.
Denmark. Like these kind of grandma candies that are made with like malt syrup or something like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that. But it's not like that big caramel fudge bomb that you sometimes get in.
It has that bitterness, that almost like an American barley wine or something. It is an American barley wine with the style.
Less, I think there could be a rye barrel in there because there's a lot of spice to this.
Yeah, it's a spicy rum barrel even.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I see the spice and I'm thinking maybe it could be both bitterness, but also there is something about it that feels spicy. Either like a rye barrel or a bourbon barrel with a lot of rye in the grist.
If you say curry, I'm going to hit you.
No curry in this.
Okay.
No curry in this.
It's almost like a slightly refreshing barley wine. There's also notes here that reminds me of a Munich Dunkellager.
Yeah.
Again, this would be an enormous bottle alone. It's almost like drinking a spirit. You sip on
Because there's
this.
so
You
much
sip on this.
Yeah. It's almost like the mouthfeel of the brewery back in the day.
Yeah.
There's doppelbock vibes. There is a little bit of barley wine vibes. It feels more like. It doesn't feel like your classic American interpretation.
But
of
it
English
isn't.
barley wine. No,
This,
it's a Munich one.
This is a Munich
But
one.
we've got a few of them in the cellar. I have a few of these Munich wines from them. This was just the first one I took one as a Munich wine. It's like, okay, let's try a Munich wine.
Let's do that one.
Let's try that one. But I'd say I've definitely had. It's hard to compare this to a barley wine as well because it's very different.
I think I'm going to put it in a ball game with the brewery.
Yeah.
Some of those old ales.
Maybe this is also a little bit similar to like Annam beer in some ways. It's just not.
It
smoky.
actually reminds me of those old ales. Pottery or... It's in the same ballpark.
Yeah. I think it's good, but I don't think it's like world-class barrel-aged beer. It's like...
Yeah.
I would like it to be a little bit more rich, but it's a really oddly refreshing barrel-aged beer.
I'm on a
because-
93, 94, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking early 90s, 93 territory for me as well.
93,
I think it's very good barrel-aged beer. It's very different, very unique. It's its own thing. I'm very curious about trying the others in the cellar, but there's also like barrel-aged stouts, there's barrel-aged barley wines, there's a few different things from these guys. But it's funny to come from pastry stout to this.
Yeah.
Like, what a difference. This was maybe the beer we should have had first, actually. But really fun to try. It's fun to try some private press. We got some more in the cellar. We got loads. So stay tuned.
I think I'm going to have an Almanax or two
Yeah.
before I go to bed.
All that alcohol and sugar today. But yeah, if you guys had a chance to try a Silent Pursuit from Private Press, let us know what you thought of it. Thanks a ton to Beer Dome for the beer. I think they might still have some Private Press beers on the shop right now, so check it out. Link for it is down below. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Get the video thumbs up, enjoy, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos and work on cheers.
Cheers!
And happy Barley Wember.
Happy Barley Wember!
Barley Wember. And see you guys at another
Happy Munich Ale Wember!
Cheers.
Cheers.